What if only 100 people existed on Earth?
This episode of Real Life Lore is made possible by Hover. Get your
YouTube
unique
vids.
domain and email by going to hover.com/reallifelore and using the code RealLifeLore.
Oh, you mean
10%
like
off.
if only 100 people existed? That?
This episode of Real Life Lore is made possible by Hover. Get your unique domain and email by going to hover.com/reallifelore
Okay.
and using the code RealLifeLore for 10%
Okay.
off at checkout. Earth is a complicated place. There are a lot of us that share this planet together, and it's sometimes
This stuff's
difficult to
actually
understand who
interesting,
everybody
though.
is and what everybody believes. To understand things a little better, let's shrink the entire world population down from 7.5 billion people all the way down to just 100 people.
Isn't there only,
and
like,
keep our
over, like,
small
8 billion
100-person
now?
society as similar to the real world as possible. Dividing between gender, the 100-person world would be equally divided between 50 men and 50 women. Most of these people would live in Asia, a total of 59 people compared to 16 people living in Africa, 10 living in Europe, 8 in North America, only 6 in South America, and just 1 lonely person living in Australia and Oceania. 19 of these people would be
Loser.
Chinese citizens, and another 18 would be Indians. There would be only 4 Americans, 3 Brazilians, 2 Russians, and 1 German. The other 53 people would be citizens of 187 other countries around the world. Most of these people would be pretty young, with 9 people aged just between 0 and 4 years old. 17 people would be aged between 5 and 14 years old.
Too many children.
And 16
I'm gonna
people
murder a
would be
few of them.
aged between 15 and 24 years old. Another 16 people would be aged between 25 and 34, which means that 58 total people are younger than 35 years old.
Wait. How does that make any sense? Wait, how does this make sense? Oh, maybe their parents died.
20 people would be between
Oh,
35
wait.
and 49. Just 14
Oh, I
people
shouldn't
would
have
be
paused
aged
it.
50 to 64, and only 8 people would be
Never
above
mind.
the age of 65. When we talk about religion in the group of 100, 31 people would adhere to Christianity, 23 would be Muslims, 15 would be Hindus, 7 would be Buddhists,
Oh, what the
9
fuck
would
was
follow
that?
other religions, and 15 people would be non-religious or atheists. Mandarin Chinese is the most understood language with 14 people
Too many
understanding
religions.
it, but English isn't far behind it with 13 people understanding it. 9 people understand Hindustani, 8 people understand Spanish, and 5 people understand Arabic, with the other 51 people speaking over 7,000 other languages.
How?
Mostly everybody can read and write, with 86 people possessing this ability, but there are still 14 people who are illiterate.
Look at all the
92
dumbasses.
people have access to clean and safe drinking water, but 8 people do not and struggle as a result. 62 people are healthy in their weight, but 11 people are malnourished and 1 person is literally starving. The other 26
Yikes.
people are overweight, and 8 of those people
Hey
are
boys, look where we're at.
actually obese.
I found my crew.
21 people do not have adequate housing to fully protect themselves from the elements, and 1 person is homeless. The other 78 people,
What the
however,
fuck?
do have proper housing for themselves.
Yo, everyone just hates this one guy. They're like, fuck you, man. You can't live. He's like going to like these 50 people like, yo, can I please live with you? There's not, I mean, or you can help me break into this house over here. I mean, there's so much room. Fuck you, man. You can't live near us. Get
Only
out of here,
60
loser.
people have access to toilets, though, and the other
Look
40
at you,
people
homeless.
do not. Of those 40
What?
people, 15 of them still defecate out in the open outdoors.
Why? There's so much
54
room.
people live in cities, while the other 46 people live out in the countryside. 9 people are currently unemployed, while the other 91 people either are employed or are outside of the labor force. 1 of these people has AIDS, and 5 people will be infected by some form of STD.
Oh, fuck that guy. You piece of shit. I bet you still want to get your nut off too, huh? Why is there 1 person with AIDS? Now that 1 person lives in Australia. Oh, true. That's the fucking guy in Australia. Oh. Yeah, there's so many houses
Year
though.
alone.
No, yeah, that's the
58
guy in
people are
Australia.
currently married, and the average age that people get married at is 29 for women and 32 for men. Another 15 people actively smoke tobacco products, while the other 85 people do not.
No.
Interestingly enough, the same statistic is true of vehicle ownership, with 15 people owning a motor vehicle and another 85 people not owning one. Most people are overwhelmingly right-handed, with only 10 people being left-handed. 73 people have or are expected to graduate from high school, while the other 27 people haven't or are not expected to graduate.
Hey boys, I found my crew.
However, only 7 people hold a college degree of any kind, while the other 93 people do not. But that doesn't stop most people from owning a cell phone. 80 people are in possession of one, while the other 20 people do not have one. This means that yes, more people have access to a cell phone in the world than a toilet. Internet access is also much more uncommon than cell phone ownership, with only 42 people having access to it and the other 58 people not having any access to it. Speaking of the people with internet access, however, 26 of them have a Facebook profile, 17 of them have a YouTube account, and 4 of them use Twitter at least once per month.
Oh my god, Twitter, everything, this shit's gonna be dead as fuck. Yo, I got a question. Okay, wait. I got multiple questions. One, how do you use a phone without internet? It's pretty much useless. 2, if YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter are a thing, then that means there's people running those things. So, like, how many of the people that with internet are the people that are running and taking care of these things? Like, where's Mark Zuckerberg at? You know? And how many people are actually normal people? You know what I mean? Dude, it's gonna be these 4 these 4 people on Twitter are just gonna be fucking arguing with each other over like some random shit every month.
The most shocking difference in our small group of 100 people is the distribution of wealth between them.
Data is internet. That is internet.
People have a net worth of under $10,000, and out of them, 12 people are living on less than $2 per day. 21 people have a net worth between $10,000 and $100,000.
Okay, where's Mark Zuckerberg?
Have a net worth between $100,000 and $1 million.
That's it?
There is only one person who actually has a net worth above $1 million.
There's Mark Zuckerberg.
This one person is vastly more wealthy than even this chart makes it appear. This one person owns 50% of all the money
Mark Zuckerberg,
in the world.
what'd I tell you?
The next 9 people own 35% of all the money in the world. So to recap, 10 people together control 85% of all the money in the society. Another 20 people owns 12% of the global money supply, which means that 70 people, the vast majority of the society, only controls a mere 3% of the money supply. In addition, 1 person is a refugee or currently displaced from their home, and 2 people are named Mohammed, which is the most common name in the world currently. Finally, all 100 people currently live on Earth, our home. Within a few years, however, who knows how all of this data may be different. So this video was made possible
That was kind of
by
interesting
Hover.
though.
I actually just recently bought 2 new domains with Hover, whataworld.fm for
That was actually like, kind of interesting. It's already pay for it? Yeah, but he said that it's like half the world basically doesn't have any access at all to internet. No access at all. And then people that do. Wait, I forgot what I was arguing about. Never mind. You know what? Whatever. You're right. Yeah. I completely forgot what we were arguing about, I'm not gonna lie.